Ever wondered how the city that never sleeps came to be what it is today? It's a tale as captivating as the city itself, filled with history, cultural evolution, and architectural marvels. We'll journey from the city's humble beginnings through its rapid industrialization to the bustling metropolis we see today. We'll marvel at how the city's culture and architecture have transformed over the centuries. So, buckle up as we embark on a journey through time, exploring New York City, then and now. Our journey begins in the early 17th century with the establishment of a Dutch fur trading settlement called New Amsterdam. Nestled at the southern tip of Manhattan Island, this modest settlement would soon become the bustling city we know today as New York. In 1664, a fleet of English ships sailed into the harbor, and without a single shot fired, New Amsterdam was surrendered to the British. Renamed New York, in honor of the Duke of York, the city began to flourish under British rule. As the colonial period progressed, New York City grew exponentially. It became a critical hub for trade and commerce, laying the foundation for the economic powerhouse it is today. From the cobblestone streets of New Amsterdam to the bustling avenues of colonial New York, the small settlement was transforming, growing, evolving. But the city we know today was far from the small colonial outpost that was New Amsterdam. As we move into the 19th and early 20th centuries, New York experiences a period of rapid growth and transformation. This era was marked by the construction of significant landmarks that have become synonymous with New York City. The Brooklyn Bridge, for instance, was a marvel of its time. Completed in 1883, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world, connecting the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn over the East River. Around the same time, Lady Liberty was making her journey across the Atlantic. A gift from France, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York Harbor in 1885. Standing tall on Liberty Island, she became a beacon of hope and freedom for millions. But it wasn't just bridges and statues that were transforming the city. The Industrial Revolution was reshaping the very fabric of New York. Factories sprung up, manufacturing everything from textiles to machinery. The city became a hub for innovation and progress, attracting businesses and entrepreneurs from across the globe. And let's not forget about the people. Ellis Island, the gateway for over 12 million immigrants, opened its doors in 1892. From this island, countless individuals and families embarked on a new chapter of their lives, adding to the rich tapestry of cultures, traditions, and languages that make up the city we know today. These immigrants didn't just populate the city, they shaped it. They built the skyscrapers, ran the factories, and started businesses that would become cornerstones of the city's economy. They brought with them their food, music, and customs, infusing the city with a diversity and vibrancy that is quintessentially New York. And so, from the cobblestone streets of the 19th century to the bustling avenues of the 20th, New York City grew and evolved. It was a time of ingenuity, perseverance, and change. A time when a city, built on the dreams and determination of its people, began to take shape. These events set the stage for New York to emerge as a bustling metropolis. New York City isn't just about its physical growth, it's also about the rich tapestry of cultures that have shaped it. This melting pot of the world has been home to a multitude of cultures, each leaving an indelible mark on the city's identity. Let's start with the city's immigrant past. The influx of immigrants in the late 19th and early 20th centuries brought with them a vibrant mix of languages, traditions, and cuisines. From the Italian neighborhoods of Little Italy to the bustling streets of Chinatown, each community added its own unique flavor to the city. This multicultural mosaic is what makes New York City a global hub of diversity. Then came the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s, a cultural, social, and artistic explosion that took place in Harlem, New York. This was a period when writers, artists, musicians, photographers, poets, and scholars expressed their racial pride and sought to challenge the pervasive racism of the time. This movement gave birth to jazz, a genre that has since become synonymous with the city. Fast forward to the late 70s and early 80s, the birth of hip-hop in the Bronx, another cultural revolution that started in New York City. This genre, born out of the struggles and experiences of the city's marginalized communities, has now become a global phenomenon, influencing music, fashion, and pop culture worldwide. And of course, we cannot forget the city's food culture. From the iconic New York-style pizza to the bagels and hot dogs sold on every street corner, the city's food is as diverse as its inhabitants. Whether it's the fusion cuisines that blend flavors from around the world, or the traditional dishes preserved by immigrant communities, the city's culinary scene is a reflection of its cultural evolution. The city's diverse cultural landscape is a testament to its ever-evolving nature. It's a city that embraces change, celebrates diversity, and continues to reinvent itself. This cultural evolution is what makes New York City not just a city, but a living, breathing entity that grows and changes with each passing day. From brownstones to skyscrapers, New York City's skyline tells a story of its own. The architectural landscape of the Big Apple is a testament to its dynamic, ever-evolving nature, bearing the marks of each era in its history. In the early days of the city, the architectural scene was dominated by brownstones. These ornate row houses made of brown sandstone. They were a symbol of the city's burgeoning middle class during the 19th century, and their charm remains intact in neighborhoods like Brooklyn and Harlem. Then came the era of the skyscrapers. The completion of the iconic Empire State Building in the early 20th century heralded a new chapter in New York City's architectural narrative. Standing at over 100 stories, it was the tallest building in the world for nearly 4 decades, symbolizing the city's rise as a global economic powerhouse. The mid-20th century saw the emergence of modern architecture, characterized by simplicity and functionality. The United Nations headquarters, designed by a team of international architects, is a sterling example of this style. Its sleek, glass facade reflects the forward-thinking spirit of the city and its commitment to global diplomacy. In recent years, the city's skyline has been transformed yet again with the rise of ultra-modern high-rise condominiums and avant-garde structures like the Guggenheim Museum, which challenge traditional architectural norms. But while the city's architecture continues to evolve, its essence remains the same. Each building, each skyscraper, each brownstone is more than just bricks and mortar. They're fragments of the city's history, embodying the spirit of the times when they were built. Whether it's the Art Deco splendor of the Chrysler Building or the innovative design of One World Trade Center, these structures are reflections of the city's resilience, ambition, and ceaseless innovation. These architectural marvels stand as silent witnesses to the city's ceaseless metamorphosis. As we traverse the streets of New York City, we're not just walking on concrete pavements, we're treading the path of history, one that continues to unfold with each passing day. But what do the people who walk these streets every day think about their city's transformation? New York City, with its pulsating heartbeat, is a living, breathing entity. Its residents, the very lifeblood of the metropolis, hold unique perspectives on its evolution. Imagine a historian, her eyes sparkling with the weight of the past, reflecting on the city's metamorphosis from a trading post to the world's financial hub. She marvels at the resilience of New York, surviving wars, economic crises, and natural disasters, continually redefining itself. Now picture a local artist, his paint-splattered jeans a testament to his creative journey. He shares how the city's vibrant culture has been a canvas for his art, constantly inspiring and challenging him. And then there's the elderly resident, who has watched skyscrapers rise from empty lots, narrating tales of old neighborhoods and changing landscapes. The city never stops changing, she muses, and yet it always remains the same. Their insights provide a personal touch to the city's narrative. From a small Dutch settlement to a global metropolis, New York City has come a long way. It's been an enlightening journey, hasn't it? A trek through time, uncovering the layers of this city's tale. We've seen how New York City, once a humble Dutch colony, burgeoned into a beacon of industry and progress during the Industrial Revolution. We've witnessed its cultural evolution, where the grand opera houses of yesteryears now stand shoulder to shoulder with edgy, modern art spaces, where traditional delis coexist with trendy food trucks. We've marveled the architectural metamorphosis, the skyline evolving from low-rise buildings to towering skyscrapers, all while preserving remnants of its rich history. And we've heard from people who live it, breathe it, and love it, the locals and historians who've shared their thoughts on the city's evolution. The beauty of this city lies not just in its towering skyscrapers or bustling streets, but in the stories it has to tell. Stories of resilience, of change, of a city that has withstood the test of time and emerged brighter, bolder, and more beautiful. So why not delve deeper? Explore more about this vibrant city's history. If you can, visit, experience the magic firsthand. Walk its streets, breathe its air, become a part of its story. Let us know your thoughts about New York City's evolution in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting journeys through time.